Hey there, welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me again today for another fantastic video. Today, I want to talk about becoming a realtor. So I've been getting a lot of friends and family asking me about becoming a realtor in 2025, and I think that's a fantastic idea. However, becoming a realtor isn't all rainbows and sunshine. There are a lot of pitfalls to it, and I want to talk to you about the good, the bad, and the ugly of becoming a realtor and let you decide for yourself about whether or not you actually want to become a realtor and take that test and shell out the money for becoming a realtor. Because while it's not super expensive, there are costs of becoming a realtor. So let's talk about it. So if you're in high school, college, or you're just thinking about making a career change, then becoming a realtor may be right for you. You only have to be 18 years old, take the pre-licensing courses, and take the state test and pass it. That's all you have to do to become a realtor. Super easy, and pay the state fees. That's all you have to do to become a realtor. So I became a realtor when I was 35 years old. It was 7 years ago. I'm 42 now, so I've seen the market go up, and now I'm seeing the market come down. So let's talk about getting licensed. So like I said, as long as you're 18 years old and you have about $500 in your pocket, you can get licensed. All you have to do is take your state test, take the pre-licensing course, and you're licensed. Now that leads me to the first con. Everybody and their mother is licensed. So your dog walker is probably licensed, your aunt's probably licensed, your cousin, your second cousin, your next door neighbor, your third door neighbor, they're all probably other real estate licensed. They hand these things out like it's candy. It's super easy to get licensed. You know, everybody, especially during COVID, they're like, real estate's super easy. These agents are making a lot of money. Why don't I get my real estate license and I'll make some super easy money? They all think it's really easy. They'll just grab their license really quick and make some super easy real estate money. So a lot of people have their license, and it's really saturated with agents right now. And you may think that when you get your license that your friends and family will use you. However, a lot of people already have a trusted realtor. I found that out the hard way. When I got my license, my friends and family, I'm like, hey, I got my real estate license. I know that you're ready to buy or sell a house now. Let's go out and start looking. And like, you know what, Chad? I already had this fantastic realtor that I've known for years, or my sister's second cousin is a realtor. I really want to use them. They've been a realtor for 5, 10, 15 years, or they just got the real estate license 2 days ago. I feel like I owe them. I need to go ahead and use them as my realtor. And they just kind of push you aside into the curb, and they never use you. You have to go out there and make your own relationships with new people and not rely on your family and friends. My own in-laws didn't even use me as their realtor when they bought and sold their house. Kind of hurt me a little bit, but my wife and I, we moved on with our lives, and we still have a great relationship with my in-laws, and it is what it is. So don't rely on family and friends to buy and sell houses when you become a new realtor, because it probably won't happen. They probably already know 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 other people that already have a real estate license, and they probably won't use you as their realtor because you're so brand new that they won't trust you with the biggest financial decision of their life. Pro number 2, you're your own boss. There is no clocking in. There's nobody to tell you where to be, when to be there, what to do. However, that leads me to con number 2. That can definitely be a double-edged sword. If you're only working 5, 10, 15 hours a week, you're probably not getting a lot of work done, which means you're not generating a lot of leads, which means you're not generating a lot of business, which means you're not closing any deals, and you're not making any money. If you're not making any money, you're not paying your bills, you're not a successful real estate agent. The less time you work, the fewer deals you have, and the less money that you make. Real estate is a full-time hustle. You have to work at least 40 hours a week. All of the successful real estate agents that I know work at least 40 hours. A lot of them work 50, 60, even 70 or 80 hours a week. Now, once they become really successful and they start having referrals come to them, saying, you know what, I want to sell my house for the second, third, fourth time, or I have these friends that want to buy and sell a house and I want them to use you, then they start to slow down. They're not working quite as hard. They don't have to work as many hours because they have a lot of referrals coming in. But at first, when you're first getting started, you have to expect to work at least 40 hours a week, probably even more than that. So just expect that. Don't expect it to be a part-time hustle unless you're planning on keeping your full-time job. But expect to work at least 40 hours a week if you're going to be a successful real estate agent. And just know that if you're not out there hustling, if you're not out there making the phone calls, if you're not making content if you're not doing something to generate leads, leads won't come to you. You can't just stop going to the office. You can't just be that secret agent. People won't just magically call you and say, hey, I want to buy and sell my house because I know that you're a real estate agent. You have to put yourself out there. You have to let the world know that I'm a real estate agent. I'm actively working. I want to help you buy and sell a house. If you're not doing that kind of stuff, then you won't get any deals and people won't use you to buy and sell their house. I've seen a lot of people that get their real estate license and they're just kind of secret about it. They don't really do anything. They just kind of sit back, relax. They're like, the deals will come to me. I don't really have to worry about it. I'm not going to go to the office. I'm not going to really do anything. I'm not going to post on social media because social media isn't my jam. I'm not going to tell anybody about it. I'm not going to go door knocking. I'm not going to make phone calls. I'm not going to go around to small businesses and network. I'm not going to do anything like that. People will just come to me. And guess what? They do no business. They get no phone calls. Nobody comes to them. And after a year or two, they're out of the business. They're no longer real estate agents because being a realtor is kind of expensive after board dues and bi-yearly renewals. Board dues are $1,000 a year. And if you're not closing deals, how are you going to pay for those every year? Pro number 3, unlimited earning potential. So your income ceiling is limitless. You can make 6 figures easily. $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 is pretty easy to generate in real estate. I even know of some agents that make $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a year. Now they hustle. They have some pretty big teams. They have some extra income streams on the side also, but it is possible to make 7 figures in real estate. It's not impossible. It is possible to do. But here's the reality. Google says that the average real estate agent only makes $48,000 a year. That's not very much money. In most markets, $48,000 is average to below average for income. I know here in Kenosha, living on $48,000 a year would be really hard. You'd probably need some state assistance to live on that much money. I mean, if you're single and by yourself, you'd probably be okay. But to raise a family on $48,000 a year would be really difficult to do. You'd probably have to have a second or third job or a spouse that makes some pretty decent money. But the truth, your first year, you could make $0. If you don't close any deals, you're going to make $0 your first year. Your brokerage doesn't pay you a salary. They don't pay you an hourly wage. They don't reimburse you for anything. You only get paid when you make it to the closing table with your buyer or seller. So if you don't make it to the closing table, you don't get paid anything. So you have to make it to the closing table with your buyer or seller to get paid. My first year, I made about $80,000 in my first 6 months as a real estate agent. I've seen real estate agents that get into the business and not close a single deal in their first year or 2 or even 3. And they come to me and they say, Chad, how do I do it? I'm not getting any clients. I'm not doing anything. And I ask them, well, what are you doing to generate business? Are you just hoping that business comes to you? Or are you going out there? Are you door knocking? Are you making phone calls? Are you sending text messages? Are you buying leads? Buying leads can be expensive, but are you buying leads? Did you join a team to help you? Are you posting to social media? Are you networking with people? Or are you that secret agent that nobody actually knows that you're a real estate agent? You have to let people know that you're a real estate agent, like I said before. Otherwise, you're not going to generate any leads and you won't generate any business. So for every massive pro in real estate, there's an equally tough con. It's rewarding, but also challenging. If you decide that real estate is the right fit for you, that's awesome. And I really am rooting for you. I hope that you succeed and I hope that you do really great. If you know anybody that is thinking about getting into real estate, make sure that you share this video with them. That's why I created this video, is so that I can share this video with anybody that I talk to that is thinking about getting into real estate. Instead of telling them this whole spiel over and over again, I can just share this video with them over and over again. It makes it so much easier for me. It makes it easier for you. You have a resource now. Just share this video with them and say, hey, I heard that you're thinking about getting into real estate. Watch this video, and then you can decide for yourself whether or not real estate is right for you. If you have any questions at all, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. I'd be happy to chat with you. All my contact information is down below here in the About section of the video. I'm Chad Scott, your local Kenosha Realtor. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.